In this video, I'm going to go over exactly how we grew a client's business by $500,000 in a 3-day period and increased their email list by 77,000 people. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Michael Tannich. I own a marketing agency, and I also have a free weekly newsletter called The Midweek Marketer, where I give away one actionable marketing strategy that I'm utilizing in my businesses and in my clients' businesses. If you'd like to sign up for that, it's completely free. Click the link in the description below. Bringing in 77,000 new emails, and $500,000. And keep in mind, this was off a $79 product in a 3-day period. In 3 days is crazy. Okay, it is. However, it's very plausible to do. And here's exactly how we did it for this client. The very first thing, if you're going to pull off something like this, is to have an irresistible offer. So, offer. Our offer for this client was a little different than what we do with everyone else. What we did was we had a live event that happened on a weekend, and it was a 2-day period. So you had 2 days to watch this live event. I mean, it happened live on Saturday and then live on a Sunday. But by the end of it, if you wanted the recording of it, it was $79 to get the recording for life, to have that recording from that weekend. If you didn't do that, then the issue was that you were going to lose the ability to rewatch it. So you needed to pay $79 in order to make that happen, to be able to watch it again. So our offer was that it's free this weekend. If you want to really keep this stuff and rewatch it, you have to pay to be able to watch it. What's cool about this is no matter what business you're in, you can do some sort of offer that is similar to this to be able to really blow up your email list and then get a bunch of sales off of it as well. All right, so now you have the offer. How do we bring a bunch of people in to sign up for this free offer? Again, the goal is to build the email list and then also to bring in money for this business. So we had a 2-week period to really start to build up everything. So it was a very, very quick turnaround. So we came up with the offer, built out all the landing pages, built out the membership area, all this stuff, built out the content, built out all the ad campaigns, built out the marketing strategy and everything, which I'm going to go into more detail. But we built all that out within a 2-week period. So figured out the offer. Then after that, what we did was we started to obviously build out the landing pages and then start promoting everything. The very big first thing that we did was we ran Facebook ads. So Facebook ads. The offer was so strong on these Facebook ads that we had 15 cents per lead, which is almost unheard of when it comes to bringing in leads for your business. It was 15 cents. And so we dumped a couple $1,000s into that. This actually wasn't the majority of how we brought in people for this exact offer, but we did bring in a fair amount of people through Facebook ads. Again, I've talked about this in other videos, but having a hook for your video, description throughout the video, and then a call to action is what we followed for these ads. You have to test a bunch of different ads. We edited a bunch of stuff that they sent over. We tested a bunch of different copy. There was a lot of work that went into building out these Facebook ads, but we got it down to 15 cents per lead for their ad campaigns. The third really important thing that we did was we built out an affiliate/referral program. So referral program. Now, here's why this is super, super important. And this is actually one of the biggest reasons as to why this blew up so much. And if you work with us as a client from my marketing agency, this is something that we try to implement in your marketing stack. When you have affiliates for your referral program, you have affiliate 1, you have affiliate 2, affiliate 3, affiliate 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And each one of these affiliates, as long as you pick them out properly, have an audience. So maybe this guy has, a few people that follow him. And then maybe this person has a couple more people that follow her. And so she has like 5. And then this person has like just a little bit. And then this person has like a ton of people that follow them, right? And then what's great is that not only do you have your offer up here, which is $79 for the ticket, it's free for the weekend, but you offer your affiliates some sort of commission structure. So maybe it's, hey, you get 10% for everyone that purchases this product. And that's what they get. And what's great about it is, person one who may only have a few people following them, and person two, or person three, person four, like depending on how many people they have following them, they can make a good amount of money off of that commission. Here's what's great for you though, is that as the business, so pretend this is the business, this is you, or the client in this scenario, not only do they get access to these people, but they're also getting access to every single one of these people. Every single one of them, right? So what does access look like? And then they're all coming back to you, right? And then each one of these small circles too can actually then join in to the affiliate program. And so like this small circle, and then now they have, people that follow them. And now I just look like I'm scribbling all over my screen, which I am. And so everyone's getting basically funneled back to you. And in order to make that happen, you're giving away a commission to those people. So what does this actionable, hey, promote it to your people look like? Well, one of the biggest strategies that we wanted with this program was we wanted to have access to their email list. Email is one of the most important things to build in your marketing stack for your business. Again, if you work with my marketing agency, it's one of the things that we try to make sure that we collect with your business, no matter what business you're in. Reason being is that you can run ads, you can post on social media, you can send mailers out or do billboards for some reason. But every single one of those, you don't have the actual data or access to that person. You don't have their email, you don't have their phone number. You're basically renting space on these other platforms to be able to get attention for people. So building our email list was huge. This also wouldn't have worked if we said that the offer was $79 to access it for the weekend. The reason this worked is that because we said it was free for those 2 days. And so people will easily give up their email address to be able to access something, especially if it's live for 2 days, which is huge. Building the email list was the priority because then we knew what we could do is once we have this huge email list, we can market and promote out to these people. The other piece too that I'll say on this, going back out to the top here, they had a deadline, right? So they had a deadline to purchase the product, and then the price went up. So it went up from $79 to $150. What's great about this is it encourages people to then purchase. So we said at midnight, this is going to go up to $150. And there was a massive bell curve spike at the end of it because they got so much value throughout the weekend. And then right at the end, they were like, crap, I really need to have this recording. I didn't get a chance to watch all of it because it was so overwhelming. There was so much of it. I will pay the $79 before it goes up in price. So it causes this urgency that you can then promote to your email list. Going back to the referral program. The biggest thing that we wanted was, from person 1, 2, 3, 4, and we had like 100 of these people. We wanted to make sure that, hey, send emails out to your email list because they own the data of those people that are on their email list. And maybe they only have a few hundred, or maybe they have thousands of people on their email list. We wanted to be able to get promoted out in front of their email list. So that was the main thing. The second thing is that we had every single one of them promote us on their social media accounts. Doesn't hit as hard as your email list, but it still is very effective, especially if people have an Instagram following of 1,000 people, 15,000 people, 500,000 people. However amount these people had, they were able to promote it out to their audience. So their audience got information about our thing, came to us, filled out their email, and we then had their email address to be able to market back to them. So super, super important to get the emails. The other important point too with this is that with affiliate programs or referral programs, you want to hold the hand of your affiliates. So you want to give them an affiliate packet. So affiliate packet. This affiliate packet has images to use for emails, images to use for social media, copy to use for emails, copy to use for social media. It showcases exactly how you want the messaging to be. So it cuts down the barriers of entry for people to be able to do the actual work. You have to send reminders out. You have to follow up with people and make sure they're doing the work and stuff. But you want to make it as easy as possible. They just basically copy and paste it onto their emails or copy and paste it on their social media. So having that affiliate packet was super, super important. Now, there were 3 types of people that we had that joined our affiliate program. The first one was we had people that were a part of the event. So I'll just call them speakers. We had people that had an audience that we wanted to promote. So people with audience. But they weren't speakers. They weren't doing anything at the event. They just had an audience, and we gave them the opportunity to make money off of those tickets. And then the next piece is that we had speakers, audience, and then we had sponsors. So sponsors. Again, the reason we did this is every single one of these categories, so speakers, audience, sponsors, they all have audiences. So a sponsor is like a business. And of course, a business is going to have an email list. Someone with an audience is like an influencer. So it'd probably be better to call that influencer, right? So influencer. Okay, so influencers have an audience. Speakers have an audience, and they're obviously going to push it because they're speaking at the event. The other piece I'll mention too is this was a digital event. So it was completely online. So it wasn't in person. It wasn't anything like that. So the margins for this were really, really, really good. Okay. And then, like I said, the final thing is, and I kind of mentioned it at the top, was the urgency, right? So majority of people were brought in through Facebook ads. They were brought in through our referral program, which was the biggest portion of this. And, we also had the other part of this too, is we had going back to affiliate packet and who we were promoting to, we had people that owned Facebook groups that we also offered to join that affiliate, the referral program to be able to promote out to their Facebook group. And what's great about all this too, going back up to the referral program, is that we set it up so that they get a percentage of the $79. So it isn't something where they got paid to make the post or something like that, because then that's cost out of our pocket. But they had the ability to make an infinite amount of money if they wanted to, depending on how hard they pushed it. So Facebook groups was another one that we did. Going back to urgency in your marketing, so much of it is about bringing in leads and bringing in people for your offer. However, once they're there for your offer, there's social things that you need to do to be able to get them across the finish line. There's social proof, so reviews, a ton of comments on videos, a ton of comments on ads. There's urgency, which I'll talk about some more in a second. And then there's also stuff like, following the leader, right? So like if they feel like, hey, these people have purchased it, then I should probably purchase it too. It's following the pack. It's following the group. Humans do that all the time. I'll give you an example. Whenever I'm at a stoplight, like a crosswalk, right? And I'm walking, I'm at the corner there. My wife hates this. And there's a group of people. I'll walk up to the front of the group. And while it's still red, obviously no cars are coming. While it's still red and says, don't walk, I'll walk. And then I do that to showcase or see how many other people will follow me. And 9 times out of 10, the entire pack just starts walking. So the point is that as a marketer and as a business owner, if you can create your marketing in a way that you are the leader and you're showcasing people, hey, this is where we go. So for example, there's ways on your website to say, hey, Bill just purchased this product an hour ago and Sally just purchased this product 30 minutes ago. It goes, wow, people are already crossing that crosswalk. They're already crossing the threshold. And it looks like they're having their pain points solved and like really enjoying this thing. I want to do that too. So super important that, a lot of marketing and advertising is bringing in leads, but then you have to make sure your offer is good. And you have to have these other psychological marketing tactics put into place, like social proof, urgency, follow the leader, all that kind of stuff. Now with urgency, like I mentioned earlier, we had the price go up at midnight. So midnight price went up. Price up. Okay. Don't ever, if you do this, don't ever shut it off directly at midnight. Okay. Even if it is midnight PST, right? So Pacific time. Reason being is there are people that taking care of their kids, they're running errands, they're laying in bed, watching a show and completely forgot. Let it run to the next morning. We did this. We let it run to the next morning. So next morning. And if we didn't do that, we probably would have landed about $100,000 short from that $500,000. So always just leave it open a little longer. Yes, you want to create the urgency, the fabricated, I guess you can call it urgency, but you want people to have the ability to be able to purchase it. So leave it open. Just leave it open the next morning, then shut it off. Because you don't want to kill it while it's hitting that bell curve when it could go higher. You want to basically wait till you see it go like this. Always when you're doing the urgency stuff, let it extend out further than what you're actually going to be doing. That was essentially the entire marketing stack that we did to bring in $500,000 within a 3-day period. I call it a 3-day period because everything went live on that Friday. And then we also, like I said, brought in 77,000 people for their email list. And you can't even really quantify how much more money they made off of that email list because they have additional products and services that they sell to people. So the lifetime value of those customers also joined on is probably in the hundreds, thousands, if not millions of dollars. That's exactly how we did that for that client. If you want to work with my marketing agency to blow up your business, click the link in the description below. I also have that free weekly newsletter called the Midweek Marketer, where I give away one actionable marketing strategy every single week that breaks down things like this that I'm doing for my clients and for my businesses. If you enjoyed this video, I have another video right here about how I've grown my accounting firm by 60% in the first year. I would highly recommend watching it.